Which volume of the Guardians of the Galaxy is this? Oh yeah, it's 3. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Take 2 reviews. This week's Take 2 review is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Yes, a Marvel movie. I'm in an odd headspace about Marvel movies. Growing up, I always liked comic books. I never was, and I guess, although my dad was a geek, I never was like super pro Marvel or DC, because you know, like Batman, like Superman, but also like Spider-Man and the Hulk, and Thor, and Captain America, and you know, I would collect comics, but you know, I wasn't like a super fan of any one comic. I just, you know, would see one, say that looks neat, buy it. And of course then I also got caught up, like a lot of people did in the early 90s, in the, oh, we gotta buy everything because comic books are worth a ton of money. And yeah, the only reason the old comic books were worth a ton of money is because, you know, mothers threw copies away, fathers threw copies away, teachers threw copies away, to resell them for whatever crazy reason. At least in some places, you had to tear the front cover off. And when I was a kid, yeah, I got some comics that, you know, used that were coverless. So that, you know, that's easy to make stuff scarce when, you know, you don't even have copies of covers. But the Marvel movies, as a kid, you know, I was happy with what we got from Marvel. And I mean, it wasn't great, but, well, the Hulk was, but like the Spider-Man and the few other things that we got, they were, you know, okay, just kind of cheesy. But I like cheese. But then, you know, when they finally started the MCU with Iron Man, what, 15 years ago now? You know, I liked Iron Man. I like a lot of them, but they take themselves very seriously. And that's where I really enjoy these Guardians movies and some of the Thor. The rest of them tend to take themselves too seriously. Well, and I even like that Captain Marvel. I think that's okay too. But, you know, the Guardians, well, especially in the first two, not as much in this one, but they, you know, it's light-hearted, but it's fun. Not, I don't know, I find it much more enjoyable than everyone kind of being sullen or, we've got to defeat these people, you know. Nothing's ever like that. No, you know, even in the middle of a war, you're gonna have somebody doing something to break the tension, because you just can't live on that stress level for long. But this one, I enjoyed it. I finally, Disney Plus and all the streaming services get a lot of shit, and they deserve a lot of it. But you know, even a few years ago, who would have thought that you would have a movie that was just out in the theaters a couple of months ago streaming, and it's here. And who knows how long this will last, but I enjoy it because I already pay enough for Disney Plus. I don't want to go pay for a ticket to theater, and I will end up buying this eventually. Anyways, this one should have been called Volume 3 Revenge for Rocket. I think it would have been a better name. But, you know, they're kind of all just hanging loose at the I can't remember the name of the planet head, nowhere, and Warlock comes in, and you find out that he's on a mission to get Rocket, because the guy that created Rocket needs something that was in Rocket's brain. And Rocket ends up getting the shit kicked out of him and pretty much goes into a coma, and then you find out that the only way to save him is to find the man that made him and get like a reset passcode thing. And that's the gist of the whole movie. It's 2.5 hours, and you know, you're like, really? But it's good. I mean, it's a little more sappy than the others, but I'm pretty sure that as far as a full-fledged Guardians movie, this is the last one, so I think they wanted it to go in that direction. But I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. It's fun. If you like Guardians, you're going to like it. If you don't, you probably won't. If you've never watched any of them, I wouldn't start it with this one. But yeah, it's worth the rent. It's worth the buy. If you got Disney Plus, well, why haven't you watched it yet? Anyways, we'll see y'all next week. I don't know what I want to review, but it'll be something. So we'll see y'all then. Bye.